Hi, and a very warm welcome to a fresh new week of wellbeing opportunities. This is Wellbeing Mission Control. I want to thank you for so many interesting suggestions about topics we can discuss and look at more closely. And one of the areas that you seem interested in is the idea of maintaining youthfulness. Um, it's fair to say we live in a society which really feels very, very uncomfortable with the idea of aging. It's as if we seek the formula of eternal youth. We want to maintain our youthful vigour and, above all, a youthful appearance. And whilst that's commendable in terms of our health and well-being, it prompts many, many people to spend an unbelievable amount of money on surgical procedures and treatments to try and hang on to the last vestiges of youthfulness. Now, let's just get this really clear. I'm not in favour of this Peter Pan philosophy that we stay eternally youthful, certainly not in our bodies. What I am suggesting is that if we have too much stress and anxiety in our lives, this will accelerate the aging process. So let's just make a very clear distinction. There are two kinds of ages which we should be concerned about. There's your calendar age, which doesn't change. That's the date and year at which you were born. That's going to be fixed. But there's the more interesting dynamic of your biological age. And this seems to be much more deeply connected to lifestyle choices. We know that if you maintain a regular physical exercise program, maintain flexibility, you eat a healthy diet, take care of yourself, perhaps even make sure that through meditation, mindfulness, you lower the stress level you're experiencing, your body will last longer. It's not as if you're going to be eternally youthful. It's more a question of maintaining a natural, healthy, vigorous approach to life that should last for all the days that are allotted to you. In our world, it's very, very important to remember that we have a lot more control over this process than we might imagine. I know that healthy eating is a very popular subject. There are so many gurus and specialists telling us how to eat, what to eat. The bottom line is that there is a much more important influence now. I will encourage you to eat as naturally as possible and see if you can avoid that hyper-processed food that seems to cause a lot of problems to our health and well-being. But it's your emotional state which has a massive impact on the way that your body metabolizes food and the way you produce energy and how you sleep, on every aspect of your life. So part of my suggestion process is that we become a little bit more aware of how our bodies are constantly responding to stress, sometimes in relation to what's going on around us, sometimes as a direct result of what we're thinking and feeling. Can you change it? Can you control it? Absolutely. We've always possessed that innate ability to influence the thoughts and feelings that rush through our stream of consciousness. You can interrupt the stress process by relaxing your shoulders. We've talked about this before, and I think we need to remind ourselves every day that as you relax your shoulders, you trigger changes in your brain function, breathing more deeply, unlocking those physical symptoms of stress. Just becoming a little bit more mindful of the whole process of stress and anxiety and learning to disengage from the habit of stress. It's very important. I'll encourage you every day to move your body. Guys, we didn't evolve to sit in a stationary position in front of a laptop for hours on end. I learned a long time ago that if possible, we should stand up and move around every 20 minutes. Now, I know that's not always practical, but at least once an hour, if you can. Just stand up, stretch, take your eyes off the screen. Look at something else. Move your focus and attention to a different vista, a different horizon. That can help you to re-engage with your work in a much more creative manner. We know that if you're going to turn down your stress, there is a very high probability you will improve the quality of your life. You know it'll improve the way that you think. It enhances your creativity. Cognitive function responds very, very positively to a reduction in stress. Let's remember that the stress is not inherent in the events around you. Things are as they are. What makes them stressful is the way we've learned to react. It's those knee-jerk reactions. Oh, it makes me so mad. Oh, I get so angry. These are habits. These are behavioral traits that we can influence. And at the start of this brand new week, whilst We're actually waiting for some snow to come this afternoon. Crazy weather. At the start of a brand new week, I'd love you to think about not just the idea of living forever, because medical technology is extending human lifespan on average, but to make the most of those years by maintaining your fitness, both physical and mental health, maintaining a strong emotional foundation that helps you to feel more robust, more, more, more able to deal with some of the challenges that are going to pop up inevitably in life, so that you don't respond with a knee-jerk reaction. Because if you can maintain that natural level of equilibrium, you'll find that your happiness, your well-being, and the quality of your life will be extended, prolonged, and enhanced. Now, I'd love to know what your experiences are. If you've got any ideas or questions you'd like to share with me, it's always a treat to hear from you. I'm going to go inside because even though it's a beautiful day here, I've got a very, very busy schedule in front of me. I love just taking a few minutes out of each day, whenever possible, just to share these ideas with you. It's got nothing to do with my day job, but it's a lot of fun to do it. Let me wish you a wonderful week, and I'll be back with you again very soon. Bye for now.